Good morning, good morning. What a pleasant way to welcome you to LMP Morning Watch, streaming live from the headquarters of the Liberian National Police in Monrovia. Today is Thursday, October 23, 2025. I'm Cecilia, and for the next 90 minutes, we will be bringing you our Rural Elite segment, check in with our commanders in the various counties. Today, we will bring you Nima County Commander, what do we have again? Grand Crew County and hopefully Bun County. We will also bring you our safety tapes, public service announcement, and our call in segment that allows you to put in your calls so that we can interact on this program. Abraham Greatness Lamy is watching. Moses T. Simbe says he's watching from Kakata County. Red light. Abraham Greatness Lamy is watching us from red light around the Bob Taylor Junction. Welcome, Abraham Moses. Honorable George S. Watkins Jr. He says he's following us from his comfort zone in District 3, Monserrado County, Liberia. Momo Kapao Cassell is also following Momo Cassell, and we just have here Monrovia. Monrovia is also following. So I think it's the entire Monrovia that is following. But I'll be in. Welcome to LMP Morning Watch. We take a short break to join our Rural Elite segment where Ansu, Azire, and Anthony are posted around Monrovia and its environment, in Monrovia and its environs to bring us traffic update. Let's take a short break, and when we come back, we connect with our officers in the traffic. Please keep watching. Welcome back. This is LMP Morning Watch. I'm Cecilia. Let's connect let's connect with Azai. Azai, good morning. Where are you this morning?
Good morning, 122. Let me do that just real quickly. Good morning, 122, and
good morning, Azai. Good morning. Good morning. A very good morning.
Yes, I'm here at Bob Taylor Junction, to be precise, here in Red Light this morning to give updates about what is happening from this technical end in Peaceville, where we find ourselves this morning.
Okay, thank you so much. Tell us what's happening in that area.
So let me just go at the back of the camera there. Here at Bob Taylor Junction, if you look ahead of us, you'll see a huge number of keke that is in a queue on the line over there. And all of those kekes you are seeing in the queue are not allowed to park at that identical point. But from what we are gathering from the Liberian National Police officers that are here regulating the traffic, the officer told me that all of the keke are parked there. Usually, when the guy comes from Junction, they will make a U-turn in the middle because they're not allowed to go central red light. So you observe that those keke that are parked on that identical side of the road opposite the other end, the union that are responsible for the Tricycle Union of Liberia, so usually take $20 after the guys load that identical keke before making a move. So because of this, it's embarrassing to law enforcement that are here regulating the traffic at this end. So sometimes you observe that traffic is always at this identical point. So let me make a class at this point so I can show what I'm talking about. So this is the keke in line at this point. All of the keke here, they are loading and they shouldn't have been parked at this identical end. But their union head will tell them to park here, and afterward, when they park, $20 LD will be taken from the driver after they load at this identical point. So this is the situation here. And if you look ahead of us here, this is another long line coming from inside of Bob Taylor Junction, coming on to the main road, and you are seeing a huge number of tackles at this identical point where usually you will see the guys park. And all of those keke will now make their way to ERW Junction where they have passengers on board. But usually when the keke load from this end, it's usually $20 LD that is given to the guys from the Tricycle Union regulate the tricycle at this technical end, 122. So in the middle, if you observe any keke park here, usually you see the ticket officer will definitely issue a ticket to that technical person. Like you are seeing here right now, the officer is now pulling this keke over. So we have a couple of keke that ticket have been issued to this morning before coming on live. And this is how it is happening here in real life. Because some of the guys will intentionally commit the violation and they want to go free. But the ticket officers that are posted here will not accept it. And we are seeing the female officers are definitely on top of that game against violators here at Popular Junction this morning, 122.
Okay.
But for the move of traffic this morning, for what we are seeing, we are observing that vehicles are moving freely from Central Rail Line and making their way to ELW Junction. So we are observing a free flow, no long queue here this morning when it comes to what we usually observe here at this popular junction. So everything is moving on freely because of the officers are present here this morning that are making sure that things are done properly this morning. So let me just flip the camera. If you look at it, this is a vehicle and this is a technical car that is making a U-turn. The driver in that car is commercializing that technical car, listening to the car loader. So the moment the officer having to get notified of that, to observe a ticket will be issued to that driver. So this is one of the challenging things when it comes to the early morning activities here, especially at Bob Taylor, where commuters, drivers, keke riders, motorcyclists, everyone is moving to a pole. But the only thing here, the violation from motorcyclists on a normal basis is one of the key factors that is affecting the law enforcement. Because some of the guys will intentionally do it and they say nothing can happen. But this morning, because of the presence of the police, we are seeing a change here this morning when it comes to the movement of vehicles, motorcycles, and the leg goes on. So one of the things here as well I want to talk about that has to do with pedestrians. We don't see any pedestrian war at Boston Junction here. So if you are making a move to cross to the next end, you have to be careful because the guy that's coming from inside of red light will not want to wait patiently to let that person cross to the next end. So we're just seeing the arrival of the tow truck that is already here to pick up get a power later this morning. So the tow truck has just arrived, and from here the kekes will be placed on board on this tow truck and be taken to the nearby parking station while they go and pay for their ticket and they go forward from there. So that is what's happening from here on 122. What is that there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. So
Today I sent you some video and pictures. I don't know if you came across that.
yeah. Hello. Are you
I'm on the
there?
line. I'm on the. Yeah, I'm on the
I
line. Yeah, I said yesterday I sent you a picture and some videos
yeah.
and
Let's
pictures
talk it
today.
off air. Let's talk it
Okay, okay,
off air.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, no problem. That is
Okay.
just
All
what
right.
from this identify end this morning.
Thank you so much, Asa. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was our contributor from the red light, and his Asa being a contributor there and giving us live updates from the red light area, the commercial hub of red light, the commercial hub red light right there in Pinsville. Next, we go over to Ansu. Anthony Yano. Anthony, good morning.
Well, good morning, 122, and good morning to our many viewer this morning. Currently, I'm at the edge of the Jamaica Road Bridge, a bridge that linking the Ghana Bay community and that of the Bridges Island. So this morning, we will be talking about a few things in the traffic here this morning at this point. When I arrived there this morning, I observed that the traffic is moving very slowly. So all about coming from the Japanese freeway, moving towards Central Monrovia, you have a very slow traffic here at the intersection of Jamaica Road Community and that of the edge of the bridge on the Japanese freeway. So as you can see, those vehicles are moving very slowly. So if you are hurried up coming from the Ghana Bay Belt or the red light, you will experience a traffic at the Jamaica Road Bridge. So, and on the other hand, where you have vehicle coming from the Freeport of Morovia is free. So if you are leaving from Freeport or from town going toward the Ghana Bay end, the route free. As coming from the Ghana Bay Belt going towards Central Morovia, me using the way of the Freeport of Morovia, the traffic is very slow for now. So um, to get this thing done, you have the police officer here being assigned here. Since this morning, they have been working harder to make sure that the traffic congestion is in ease. So all those drivers that are heading for Central Morovia will be in time. Want to do one thing here at the edge of this bridge. You have uh, a community road coming from within the Jamaica Road community. And those vehicles coming out have to engage the main street. So you will see that although vehicle coming from the way of Ghanaville will always be slower here because of another lane engaging the main lane, bending into the bridge going towards either Freeport or towards the Japanese freeway. So here on the other end of the bridge where you see the sign is free, what I observed here this morning, because of the slow of this traffic here, people, vehicles that are using the opposite lane, giving the police officer here a headache. To be frank, they don't want to wait for the traffic to move. They will always use the opposite lane here to engage the main front of and that is wrong. So the officers, I spoke with one of the officers this morning. He said to me, um, here at this point is a usual habit of those motorcyclists, tricycle rider, including a taxi cab. So he said they issued 3 person ticket yesterday for the same violation, and this morning I observed that 2 other persons were parked by the police for using the opposite lane on the bridge. And it is dangerous to use the opposite lane in a bridge where you see the huge a cargo container truck using this route, and you are using the opposite lane. I mean, it's a very serious risk that they are posing to their vessel and those that they are commuting. So the Jamaica Road Bridge is a very long bridge, wide area on the Japanese freeway. So people use that as a means of getting to town quickly, so they will use the opposite lane, and which of course it is wrong. The officers are here making sure that everything that has to do with the traffic movement are implemented. But talking about driving public, they are not patient minded. You see, as you can see, the traffic here is moving very slowly, although it is congested, but at least it's moving by the implementation of those officers that are assigned here. You see that the traffic is moving. Usually, one thing what I observe here, in the morning hours of this time, you see many vehicles coming from the belt going towards Central Monrovia, and you have less uh, vehicles going into um, the Danaville community. So you see on the right lane here, you see that vehicles are stuck right now. They are moving very slowly. So if you are coming to all of our drivers, if you're coming from out of Banaville, say from Ryla, using the Japanese freeway to get to Freeport, for traffic here very soon. But yet still, you will still make your way, but you will not reach in time because of the traffic here. So our officers are making sure that those who are always in a constant habit of using the opposite lane in the bridge, they are apprehended in accordance with the vehicle and traffic law of this country. So people, it is dangerous if you were to stay here and see some of those things that have been happening here, I mean, it will be the imagination that someone will be on a speed in a bridge using the opposite lane, preventing the incoming vehicle to use the bridge as well. And you may not believe it. These are things that cause serious accidents at times. You see those heavy trucks, uh, uh, petroleum trucks using the bridge as well because the Ghana Bay Belt is one of the community that has so many businesses ongoing there. So you see container trucks leaving the Freeport of Monrovia, leaving the Ghana Bay Belt to go to the Freeport of Monrovia to get their goods from the Freeport of Monrovia. Route is a very busy route. So all of our drivers and roads need to be cognizant that the road has its own rules. And as a driver who is trained to use the road, you got to go by the rules and regulations governing the traffic. Anything outside the rule, you'll be causing serious trouble for yourself and those that you are commuting from one point to another. And I didn't see much pedestrian crossing to the point because on the other hand, where put it yesterday, um, what I reported on, you have so many pedestrian crossing. But here, you got lot of vehicles because this is in the bridge. I'm directly speaking to you for bridge, so you don't have more pedestrians using this side, but you have so many vehicles that are stuck on the bridge. And again, another thing that is happening here, you have a traffic light that is not functioning at this time. Those traffic lights are being erected, but they are not functioning. So at the end result, you see that police officers will be doing multiple jobs at the point. And since this morning, the officers of the Liberian National Police, they have been here making sure that all those that are using the route will abide by the rules and regulations and make sure that you drive safely. So you got people disabled. Sometimes they use this side because officer will make sure that they cross freely. So this morning before I could come to the end, I saw a few of them that contacted the police that they want to cross to the point. And this is why we always on air making sure that to educate our people. Whenever you want to cross the road, you notify the nearest police officer who is directing the traffic to be able to aid you in the process to cross the road. Don't cross the road. You just want to cross? No. Because the police will be controlling you, the human being, at the same time, continue to be everything that has to do with the moving vehicle, the pedestrian movement. So I want to caution all of our road users, pedestrians, please, the nearest police officer, or better still, left, you look right, and look left again, and make sure that the road is for it to go, then you can make a cross. And alone, if you practice it, it will save you and the person helping to cross. Because when you are focused, nothing will reach you that will pose any risk to you. So right now, this intersection, you don't see motorcycle as compared to the other side. But when we talk about violation, they always study because they have a very fast moving object. They will violate and then they will violate the police officer and go and do what they do. So these are things that are observed that the police is challenged with because still the road is still jammed with vehicles coming from the Ghana belt using the Japanese freeway on the Jamaica Road Bridge. So this officer has been here since I met him. In fact, I've been here since 6 o'clock this morning, and he's been here making sure that everything that has to do with the movement of vehicles and pedestrians are been done, and for the sake of our our pedestrians and those that are using the route. So now those vehicles that are coming, climbing the hill, they are from within the Jamaica Road community. Now with this situation right now, you will see that all the vehicles that are coming from the freeway in the bridge, they are stopped by the police officer to give freeway to those that are coming from within Jamaica Road community to engage the main route and also giving way to those that are coming from Freeport Way bending in to Jamaica Road community. So 122 so far so good. This is what we have for the public today. Before I leave you, I want to repeat my effective message to our public. It is important that um, you make yourself to somebody who is thinking and make sure don't forget. Once you leave your house and hit the street, make sure that you observe both left and right. And for any reason that you want to cross the road, please, I want you to look left, look right, look left again, and make sure that the lane or the road is cleared of incoming vehicles, then you can make your way to cross. Don't rush to cross a road. And parents, do not allow your children alone to cross the road because you are risking their lives. You are really risking a life. Don't say, oh, my child is very smart, or he or she can go by herself or by himself. You are putting risk to their life. Don't do it. Make sure you hold the hand of your child or children, cross them to where they want to go to the school, go back to the house and go do what you want to do. Don't send your children in the street. The road, it has so many rules that the children they may not know. Most of them they are ignorant, so they crossing the road. What kind of use or what kind of idea to use? So you, the parents, it is important that you go and carry your child wherever you want the child to go, and then go back for them in a healing, either from school or wherever they are going to. Make sure you get them to take them back home so they can be safe. Thank you so much, and I wish to see you next time, maybe somewhere around Central Morovia, and I'll be bringing you live description of the traffic movement in Morovia. Once from my end, I want to say thank for many viewers who are contributing to this show. Continue tuning to LNP Money Watch, and for more information from the traffic, I want to say thank you so much.
So, Ansu, are you there? Ansu, good morning. Where are you this morning?
Good morning. Good morning.
We saw you switching.
Yeah, I'm currently at Governor here at one of the major intersections for basement for on the capital bypass here this morning.
You say where?
Follow the traffic capital bypass intersection here.
Okay. All right.
And normally we say basement corner because
Basement
the
corner. Go ahead.
so
What's happening there?
yeah. So what happened here this morning? There is no traffic congestion here. So all the places that we have been going, uh, those traffic violations that is almost a repetition to nearly all the points that we have been going. Take it rather here there's no cyclist and motorcyclist here because it's a no-go zone. But the take riders, they are another problem here. They don't the officer instruction. Sometimes the officer stop them to adhere to the officer instruction. They don't take it at all. And another one we made a thing is a cross for pedestrian crosswalk. The pedestrian that sometimes come to this area to make a cross, they don't wait for the officer. Officer will be directing the traffic vehicle to come. This is the time sometimes they use to cross the road. I'm just going to demonstrate that.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what happening? People is still coming. These people, they just feel that there's a slow pace of traffic on the road. Yes, somebody is on the road directing the traffic for vehicle to go. So that is what we are talking about. If we reach on the crosswalk, but I still remain here until I told by the officer that is in the half of the road to go. But they don't do it. They don't do it. So what normally happen here, that major issue that happen on the road, pedestrian crosswalk, and all the other points that we have been going. The pedestrian, they themselves, they need to follow suit. The safety rules of the rules govern the crosswalk. Just respect the crosswalk, wait for a moving vehicle to come to a stop before you can move. This is a major issue that we have been reporting. And another people here uh, are the keke riders. They don't adhere to the officer instruction at all. And more importantly, this major intersection is a fast intersection. And there's no traffic light. If there's traffic light to this area, it could be a very big help to the officers here. So you will always see the officers they posted here for morning till this area the traffic is already clear. The movement of people are movement of people reduced to certain level. So this is one of the officers posted here. And another one is in the center here, and another one is on the next crosswalk. This is what they design their regulation to this point. A female officer water is standing to the intersection, so they coordinate if they are stopping the traffic from that area for other people that are coming from Jaratan Bed to cross into Brussels further direction. This is a coordination they put in place. So it's so unique, and they are understanding, they understand the coordination. So if all the people that use the route adhere to the officer instruction, it can be very beautiful. It can be unique to the extent that you see the movement of vehicle and keke rider, that's fine. But it's so difficult. Most of the keke rider that come from Central Monrovia and some of them come from St. Johnson Road because this is the route they use. If they are coming from over there, sometimes they don't adhere to the officer's lawful instruction that are being given. So this is the major issue officers always report to this area. And another issue still remain the same keke rider, even in Central Monrovia, they say take a passenger on their side, now for a star seat. You can be in the city center, you as an operator of a vehicle, you are set for such a violation. And somebody may say, oh, it is terrible if you are on a defensive or whatsoever, but it's so risky. It's so risky for you, even the passenger, that you are going to sit on the driver's side to take a ride. So this is a major issue we thought to bring this to the attention of everyone. if you are using a route, always be careful of the movement of Keke. You see, this man, he just decided to go straight because he is not patient enough to wait for the officer to get a chance or to release the traffic to go into Jackson. So this is the coordination, this is the strategy the officers here at this point giving themselves for a smooth movement of uh, our people this morning. It's so unique, so unique. So we want to commend them, we want to commend the officers at this point, and generally all the officers of the Liberian National Police for a tireless effort. Every morning they are constant, making sure that commuters, everybody around, move freely and safely to get to that destination. So this is what we have for our people this morning. Our safety messages saying, you live safe and always safe. The life you save today will be yours and that of your loved one. And you have to cross. Check left and right, and also left before you can cross. And the moving vehicle to come to a stop. Let the vehicle stop before you take a move. And to our drivers, we will make the crosswalk. Just give them chance, let it walk peacefully. So thank you always, and we appreciate you people for always following us.
Our commanders check-in segment where we'll be talking with our commanders from three counties: Bun County, Nima County, and Grand Crew County. Let's take a short break to be right back. in charge of Nima County right now. He's live on the line. He was the one in live when we lost that connection with him. And so he's on the line. He's reporting an alleged rape of a mentally unstable person in that part of the county. Good morning again, OIC Vanyanga.
Yeah, good morning, GCP. Good morning to LMP family, and good morning to the listening audience.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
as we apologize on our behalf for the technical, breakthrough shortly. We are embarking, addressing a public reference to an alleged rape case that took place on the 22nd of October, where a group of motorcyclists came with a guard in a blood with a survivor of the rape case, where we have statutory responsibility to maintain the dignity by not disclosing the person's full identity. And the both parties were brought to the charge of quarters, where they both were pleading. And the death of the lady was in the direction of making justification of their claim. And the alleged perpetrator involved was mocked by the angry crowd. The case where, accordingly, the guy who serving as a private secretary, Eric Yuan, is a 41-year-old minor Liberian, and is a resident of Batu Koto. Okay, while he was on duty, accordingly, he saw this lady passing, and he expressed interest. He called her, and throughout a short time, she was consented according to his side of the story now. And while they were in the process of having sexual intercourse, or they were passing through, who knew was not disclosed to the investigation, that eyes are so who are in there. And the man said, we the one, she spotted them. And she identified the lady to be an insane person.
Mm-hmm.
So it was based upon that, she blew a alarm that, that crazy woman you're having sex with. And she blew a alarm. A group of motorcyclists and street guys came around. They started mugging the guy. And they subsequently took the both parties to the police station. And looking at the condition of the both parties, they were subsequently transferred to the Methodist hospital while they were treating the alleged perpetrator.
Mm-hmm.
And the survivor is also going under medical examination to medically establish the claim that led to their coming to the police station. However, there's no arrest made for those who was involved into the mob violence yet. And the case is pending upon the return of the both parties from the hospital.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So that's the detail for now on that issue of the rape. And the second issue we have to do with one Mr. P. B. Game. He's a 51-year-old minor man who went on a farm with two children. And while they saw two guys who appear very suspicious. One, Sedi Vokwa, is a male, 33 years, minor Liberian, and is a resident of Dikamen community. Okay, and the other guy is Sarah C. His street name is Shallow. And when the man blew the alarm and to create way for them to escape, Sarah's put off the short symbol bar pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process, the papa and the children, they rushed on him. They were able to disarm him, and they took the two of them at the police station.
Okay.
And according to the story of those two guys, they claim that they actually went to steal goat, and in the process, they were picked up. So based upon that, they are charged with the case of possession and sale of physical object for lethal use, coupled with criminal attempt to commit theft of property. They are presently under police custody, in the statutory period for 8 hours. They will be forwarded to court. These are the two situations we have in the country right now, that we are under the obligation by virtue of the policy of Freedom of Information Act to acknowledge the public with.
Okay.
So, yeah. So far, so good. As we speak right now, we are interpreter carrying on an awareness. And from here, we'll be going back to join the superintendent to claim the meeting involving the agri group and the asylum matter. That meeting is scheduled by 12, and we'll be soon picking up from interpreter to proceed and be part of that meeting.
Okay. OIC.
Overall, the country is peaceful.
The county is peaceful. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, OIC Vayanga Konen from all the way Sunny Kode, the County for that update. We take a short break and then we join Grand Crew County shortly. Welcome back. Let's go over to Grand Crew County where our Grand Crew County Commander Clement Bala is there to give us an update for Grand Crew County. Good morning, Clement.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
How are you this morning? What do you have for us?
Yeah, thank you. I'm doing good. And then we have issues here.
Please speak. Can you? We got issues in studio. You can please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Speak
we have
louder.
issue. We have issues here,
Okay.
which police have already charged to court, and then that is an aggravated assault, where these victims to be identified. This victim to be identified as Prince Batu. Prince Batu happened to be a 20 years old boy. He is a Gio Batrap, a Liberian, and resident of Bois Jiken. He reported at the police stations on the 20th at the hour of 12 midnight. And he's alleged that of a girl to be identified stabbed him with a bottle. Yeah, stabbing with a bottle, and which he sustained very serious injuries at the back of his neck. So, in respect to that, he told the Liberia National Police he and his little brother, knowing as D, he asked the brother for 2 of them to go on the road at that hour in Bois Jiken. Yes, when they use his motorbike. When they get on the road, they went out of gasoline from in the motorbike. What happened is that he asked a little brother D to go and get 1,500 LD from the house to enable them to get gas and put back in the motorbike. Yes. As his little brother returned with the money, he, the victim, Prince Batu, took $100 LD and entered an entertainment center to buy a soft drinks to drink. Before his return, so he and brother can leave and go home, a 20-year-old boy identified as Sakot Tie. Sakot Tie happened to be a Grebo by tribe. He is a resident of Boajiken too, along with two of his friends.
Okay.
Who real name yet to be identified, but street name known as Mega Man and Street Controller. Mega Man and Street Controller were with this Tie guy, they Sheku Tie, Chaka Tie. So right away, they begin to point light in the face of Vitan Prince and that of his brother D. And this is how Vitan Prince tried to ask them to stop what they were doing. Immediately as he asked them to stop, then indeed, Shaka Tio used a remark that he have mind to damage or to wound Vitan Prince.
Okay.
On grounds that there was a time Vitan Prince's brother and him had an argument on a motorbike issues. So he have that grudge in mind. So when he said that, this is how the victim asked his brother to get on the motorbike so they can leave. So they can leave. In the process of leaving, it was alleged by the victims that accused Shaka took the brakes, a cement brakes, and hit him on his neck. Immediately he fell on the ground, and the same accused here took a bottle and stabbed him at the back of the neck, which she sustained serious injury, as you saw in the photo, as it was reported. And he began to bleed. Then, as he was bleeding in the process, one of his colleagues, the other guys who identified to be a street controller, held his victim on his hand and bit the guy. And he sustained a serious injury. You could see the teeth mark on the victim's hand. Yes. Then after that, Mega Man too took a plank while victim dropped on the ground trying to rescue himself. And then Mega Man took a plank and then tried to beat it on victim also. But unfortunately, he hit his own guy, this particular Shaka man who stabbed victim. And then this is how the information met the police. But before police could respond there, some good citizens have already took the victim and rushed him at the hospital because the way he was bleeding.
Okay.
And the guys then escaped.
Okay.
On the 21st, police were able to set up a strategy and team to trace the guys, which they were arrested on the 21st. Upon the arrival of the police, Shaka were arrested, and that Mega Man were arrested. So street controller was able to escape the scene. They were carried at the police station for investigations, and during the police investigations, Shaka alleged that he was not on the scene. He was sitting at the nearby club when he heard noise, and somebody told him that street controller and the victims were having noise. So this is how he rushed them. But before he could reach, he met victim was already wounded. That was the statement he gave. While trying to investigate Mega Man too clearly escaped from the Liberian National Police at the police stations, where he and street controller yet to be arrested, and we are declared them wanted. We are doing everything possible to get them. Based on the testimony of the witness and the wounds that was seen on the witness, the physical evidence, and police spoke to some community member who witnessed the scene. It was established that yes, every one of them did it. It was something like that organized crime based on the statements made by Shaka about the past argument. So they've been trying to trace them. This is how Shaka was charged with aggravated assault and was sent to the magisterial court in Boajiken, while police are still in search of these two other guys who are on the run to bring them for investigation.
So there were 3 that were involved in the act.
Exactly, so there were 3.
So that street controller and Mega Mad are on the run.
Yeah, street
and
controller
they declare
and Mega
wanted.
Yeah, they are on the run.
Okay, you should try to apprehend them
We
quickly.
will surely get them.
All right.
And then
Okay.
I talk on the issues in respect to the drowning incident that occurred in Gonta.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, our men were able to make a follow-ups there. That they fortunately the body show up, and this particular victim in questions, body show up, and they went to search it, and the 15-man juror were funded to see how better can inspect the body to know what cause of it. It was established that everything on victim was intact, no part was extracted. No part was extracted, and this victim happened to be Ezekiel Dwan. Ezekiel Dwan is a 31 years old guy. He is dribbled by tribe of Liberians and resident of Maryland, residing in Petu. Petu, certain part of Picnic Self.
Okay.
After that, the family requested for the body, and the body was turned over to them for burial. But according to their tradition, because they have some of these traditional practices, according to them, why they decided to let it be, it is because of they found out that in their tradition way, it was alleged that the boy was killed through a witchcraft manipulations from the same time people. This is what they told us. But we tell them that our investigations don't based on that.
It's scientific.
Yeah, it's scientific. We don't base on that. So if you can get that belief, that is fine. If you want to do any other things, I will advise you people that you get in touch with the county's authorities, MIA. There's a procedure you need to follow up when you want to observe your tradition, something so it will not be also against you people, because we also respect our traditions and norms. And this is how they receive the body. And then the guy who in question the cross, I'm going to send no photos. If you see the rope that the guy then use, and you see the river, how big is the river for you to be brave to just hold that river to say you crossing that river without nothing, hold the river, the rope, holding the rope in that river, swimming, holding it, can tell you that it was forced, the current from the water, based on our investigations that were established that it was the water that was caused across the victims to drown.
Okay. Okay.
And then lastly, we will be having a general commanders meeting here by tomorrow. We're getting prepared for the season, where all commanders will be meeting here tomorrow, so we can have our self plan. The strategize like last year. We don't want to hear anything like stealing or anything like criminal activities that when our people are celebrating their Christmas seasons, so that we can put things in place. And by Saturday, our men will start their regular patrols against hitting all the criminal hideouts to disorganize them so they won't get beat before they realize we on double things.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ACP Clement Ballard from Grand Creek County. Thank you so much. We'll hear from you after your meeting on Monday.
My pleasure. And
have a great day.
Yeah, thanks for having Grand Crew on the line.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
We will try to connect with Ban County, where it's reported a road traffic accident resulting to the loss of the lives of 6 persons. So we try to get to Ban County after this break. LMP Morning Watch. We sincerely apologize. We acknowledge that we were not our best. This morning was due to technical problem beyond our control. We tried to solve it, but however, time has caught up with us. We tried to get to Bun County to report about that tragic motor accident, but we will do that on Monday. Until then, I've been your host, Cecilia, and I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning. Sorry. We sincerely apologize for today's presentation. It was due to some technical problem beyond our control, which we had to fix up. But time has caught up with us, and this is how we call it a close for this week. Join us on Monday for another fascinating edition. We promise that it will be okay. Have a great day from Morovia.